Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is my 29-week pregnancy update, which is crazy because I'm less than a week away from turning 30 weeks. In fact, I turned 30 weeks pregnant on Tuesday and it is Saturday now, so that's real. I am about to start the final countdown, which feels incredible. Like I actually can't believe it. But anyway, I'm not gonna ramble. I've written some notes and we will just get started. So I think the biggest thing for me this week has probably been that feeling of shit's about to get real. I'm gonna have to push a baby out of my vagina. That really hurt last time I did that. Oh dear. I am getting a bit frightened of the birth, to be honest, and it's so different compared to having Bill, because obviously he was my first baby, so I had no idea what to expect. I knew it was gonna hurt, I knew I wasn't gonna like it, but this time around I fully know what to expect, or at least based on what experience I had last time. So this time I'm thinking, you know, oh, I could actually have a C-section, whereas last time it didn't even enter my head to consider that. Like I just went in blind, which was much better than what I'm going in now. Obviously last time I was induced, this time I might not be induced. I could go into labour naturally, highly doubt it, but you'll never know. And it's starting to scare me a little bit, I have to be honest. I did get really upset to Mark this week, like get upset every week, you know me and my hormones, they're great. But I was trying to say to him, like explain how I felt. Like you're walking into something knowing full well that it is gonna hurt and potentially you and baby might be in danger or at risk, and those are all things that like you can like pretend that aren't on your mind, but ultimately like they kind of are. So one thing I have been doing, and I've wanted to look into this ever since I fell pregnant, is hypnobirthing. Now I've ordered a book which I will insert here because I can't remember the name of it. It comes with a CD and it's quite highly recommended on Amazon, and I just thought I'm gonna go for this one. I liked the look of it. It looked a little bit more modern than others and I just thought it looked like a nice read. And as well as that, I have looked at the London School of Hypnobirthing and I've downloaded 2 MP3 tracks to my Mac, which I'm gonna put onto my phone, so when I am in labour I can listen to them, and also start listening to them from now, like a few times a week now and maybe every night, like as I get closer to labour. I really do believe in the power of like your body. I think my last labour with Bill taught me a lot about that, because it progressed so quickly that when I was begging for an epidural and saying that I couldn't do it anymore, it was actually because I was in like, you know, I was 10 centimetres and it was time to start pushing. And it made me realise that like I can do this, and it's not about going into labour and not having any pain relief and coming out with another medal again like I did last time. It's not about that. Like, no, I asked for pain relief last time. I wanted an epidural. That was the only thing I really felt comfortable with. That and gas and air made me throw up. So in the end I had nothing, and it wasn't like something, that wasn't the birth I expected, but I do kind of feel under pressure to do it again. But this time I just want to have a good birth and feel positive about it, so I feel like hypnobirthing might be a good solution for me. I don't honestly really care about how she comes out as long as she's okay and I'm okay at the end of it. That's all that matters. So moving on to symptoms, I've got notes written down on my phone. This week I was, well, when I actually turned 24 weeks, I was actually quite poorly. I woke up on Tuesday morning, because I change over every Tuesday, and I just felt awful. Like I'm a bit congested, I don't know if you can tell, and it was just one of those where like these little colds or sniffles that you get in the wetter months in winter, like normally I'm like, oh, I'm fine, like, you know, take some Flu Plus or drink lots and get vitamin C and I'm absolutely fine, but it's knocking me for 6. And I don't know, I kind of feel like embarrassed sometimes, because you know, I had a day off work and I'm trying not to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be weak. I don't want to be like less than average of what I'd normally be. And it's hard to say to people, like, I'm finding this really hard because I'm growing a baby. And then when you actually think about it, you're like, I'm growing a baby, shut up. Like, this is hard. But it's just one of those, like, every time I get sick, I feel like I'm taking 10 steps backward, but we'll get there. We will get there. The worst thing, aside from being like a bit poorly this week, is sleep. I am having the worst night's sleep ever at the moment. I am waking up about 2 or 3 times now for the toilet. I'm a really light sleeper. I can't get comfortable. I'm having fights with my pregnancy pillows. I'm having fights with pillows in general. I'm trying not to have fights with Mark, but I just cannot get comfortable. And I really miss sleep. Like, I just miss that, just, you know, being tired and going to bed and it being the most comfortable place in the world, whereas at the moment nowhere is comfortable. So that is really annoying me, but you know, it's good training. I'm sure I'm gonna have another newborn who doesn't like sleep and is allergic to it, so I can't complain, can I? And at least, like, when she is here, I will have my body back a little bit and I'll be able to lie on my tummy and stuff, so that's fine. Heartburn is better. I am still using Gaviscon Double Action, which is the pink bottle. I've left it upstairs, otherwise I'd show you, but if you just look for the bright pink bottle rather than like the brownie bottle, then you'll know which one it is, and that is significantly more effective for me because it prevents as well as treats, and it's really good. And then I was recommended these on Facebook, which are Remigel, and they're kind of like a soft mint kind of consistency. They're like a chewy, soft chew, minty flavour kind of thing, and it's much nicer than having like Rennie or anything chalky like Tums, because for me they make my tongue go all furry and I don't like them. Don't get me wrong, it still has a slightly chalky taste, but it's a hell of a lot better than anything else. And this for me, sorry, heartburn at the moment, which is making me burp, which is really nice. These for me are like handy to have on the go. I've got a box on my desk at work and I have a box at home, and I just constantly scoff one if I need them. And then I have had quite an itchy belly at the moment. Like, I'm actually getting a little bit worried about new stretch marks, and I didn't think I would be. Like, I'm not normally the sort of person to be worried about things like that. I got them last time, it was fine. I moved on, I wore bikinis afterwards, life was good. And this time I'm like, oh, but it doesn't seem fair. Like, I'm already stretched, why do I need any new ones? Like, why? That's not fair. I'm getting itchy boobs as well, which is concerning me because I don't want those to get any stretch marks either. And I am quite itchy in general. I don't know if that is normal, or I should check about that, but I think it is just my skin and hormones and stretching. And I've been using loads of creams, but this is my favourite. It's the Palmer's Tummy Butter for stretch marks, and I've just really been enjoying using it. I've like really gouged a big hole in that now, and it reminds me of coconut oil, to be honest, you know, like where it's quite hard consistency and you warm it up and it melts in your fingers. But I like the way it feels, and I feel like it's really moisturising. Don't get me wrong, I do get into bed like a big slimy eel sometimes, but it's doing the job. And I'm using like other Palmer's products anyway, and other body moisturisers and body butters and body lotions. Like, I'm constantly covering myself in moisturiser. It's ridiculous, and I really hope it works. Other than that, it's been quite an exciting day actually today. Her cart arrived and we've got the Izzy Whatnot Bailey Sleigh cot bed, and it's a white one. I'm really pleased to be working with Izzy Whatnot over on my blog. Like, they have sent us the cot bed, the undercot drawer, which is going to be amazing. I'm so excited about that because I can hide so many things under there. A cot top changer, which I think is really useful because changing tables only lasts like really probably up until they're about 6 months old, and then changing them on the floor is relatively like safer, really. So I'm really pleased about that, because it's like a thing that you can put on top of the cart and like make use of space, which I think is really handy. And then also the mattress as well, and I'm so excited to be working with them because their products are absolutely gorgeous, and I'm just so giddy. And literally our hallway is full of boxes right now because we've actually got nowhere else to put them at the moment, because Bill's bedroom is finally having a carpet fitted on Wednesday, which is really exciting. So all of the furniture out of there is in numerous rooms throughout the house. Our bedroom is a state. It has an extra wardrobe in, it has a cot in, a carty in, the snooze pod in, it has toys in, it has books in. Like, there's literally barely any room to get to the bed. And all of and Bill's bed is now in her nursery with a load of other things of hers as well. So the whole idea is that his room gets carpeted, or his stuff goes back into his room, or her stuff goes back into her room. We can decorate and finish them both off, and then we can start on our bedroom, which is the state. I've been vlogging today, so if you fancy having a nosy at like what I mean by estate, then check out my latest vlog, because that kind of gives you a little bit of an update on where the house is at if you're that way inclined and a bit nosy like I am. What else? Oh, and we're going to Ikea tomorrow to get the last bits of furniture we need as well. So once that's all done, I can do things like a bedroom tour for him and a nursery tour for her and all of that good stuff. And that is basically where I'm up to. So I have two things that I wanted to show you today, because I like to show like little things in these videos just because like they get me excited. The first thing, and loads of people have asked where this is from, and I've put the link like on Instagram and my Facebook page, I think, but I have seen a lot of these kind of mobiles on things like places like Etsy, and they are extortionately priced. Like, I wish I had 50-60 pounds to spend on a mobile, but I absolutely categorically do not. And I was thinking about making myself one for her, because I am like quite good at arts and crafts. But I actually saw this on eBay for £14, and the lady is so talented, and she customized the colors, and obviously I went for white, grey and yellow, and I am so pleased with them. Like, I just think it's lovely, and that's going to go above her cot. I don't know whether or not I'll do it on like the wall, or maybe suspend it from the ceiling. I'm not too sure yet, but it is so beautiful and I'm so happy with that. So I will try and remember to leave her eBay page down below. I messaged her and thanked her for like how lovely it was, and like told her I'd like put it on Instagram and stuff, and she was like, well, that explains well like why I've been inundated this morning. So bless her. Like, she's probably going to be quite busy, but if you want one, I can't recommend it enough. I think she's really talented. And then I didn't get to show this in my last video, and I thought I would bring it down because I'm really excited about it still. This is my Tiba and Marl changing backpack, basically. Obviously there's nothing in it at the moment, so it's quite squashed, but this is what it looks like. It's got like leather straps and padded back. It's got little feet on the bottom, and there's like a pocket at the front for things that you want to get to easily. There's another pocket here with a bottle warmer in, which is just there, and then inside I have a little like kind of purse, like clutch bag that you can take out and use if you're on the go, or you can keep like little essentials in there, maybe like some baby items like Sudocrem or whatever. And then at the back there is a little padded section for a laptop, or like my MacBook, for example, if I ever went out and about. And then there's also a matching changing mat, and I am absolutely in love with it. I just think it's really practical. Like, backpacks are way more useful when you've got a toddler and a baby, because this can go on my back and then I'm kind of hands-free, and I can still hold his hand and then push a pram, for example. And I feel like, you know what, I'd use this again. Like, it's not going to be a one-stop shop for like a changing bag, and I really like it. It's right up my street. So the last thing I need to show you is my 29-week belly. So it's my last belly shot before the big countdown begins, and I don't really feel like I'm that much bigger. So this is my belly at 29 weeks, and I don't know, I feel like I had a massive growth spurt just after Christmas, and then since then she's kind of been like a consistent size. I don't know, my belly's definitely more pointy and I'm still very, very high. And that is it from the front. And to show you it naked, I know, it's amazing, isn't it? So sexy. But yeah, this is my big belly at 29 weeks, and yeah, no stretch marks like I said, but definitely consistent in size. I don't feel like I've grown massively. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.